Good morning, how you going? Brett Paul here. It's a lovely Wednesday morning. Spring has sprung, it's beautiful weather, and I'm going to go for a fly. I've got the nice light Nitro 200 on me back here, and the glider today, the weapon of choice, is the Ramaflex butterfly. Second flight on it, but the very first flight at the beach. Now, I've just been out to the Prop Fest flying out there at AirconCeption Dam, west of Brisbane. Fantastic weekend, really a lot of fun. Weather was up and down, but didn't take away from the enjoyment factor at all. Really loved it, but this is where I like it the most, at the beach. Now, conditions are looking absolutely perfect. Light sea breeze just starting to blow, probably just enough for a reverse, and I'm away. So the next time I talk to you, hopefully I'll be up there. Okay, made it into the air, you bloody beauty. Nice easy reverse launch. I was able to get it up and turn and go with no problem. So happy days. Yeah, this is butter smooth up here at the moment. Now I'm down here at the lovely Cabarita Hastings area. I'm just coming up the Fingal here ahead of me, and quite a few people around at the moment. School holidays in this part of the world, I think, for the rest of the week. I've got some whales offshore here, fair way out. Holy shit. Holy shit. Check that out. Oh my God. Check out those whales. Right, I'm going to come back and have another shot of that. You beauty! Just coming up on Fingal Head here ahead of us. Perfect. Woohoo! Nice no shoe toes flying. Yeah, baby. That's what I like. Definitely. T-shirt, shorts. See the boys doing the toe-in down there. I'm just climbing up here ahead of me, so I'm going back south again, and I'm going to see where those whales are. They look like they may have headed a bit further offshore. Let's go and have a look. Just looking inland here at the beautiful hinterland of this part of the world. Lots of volcanic soil, red soil here in the farmlands just back from the beach. And you've got Mount Warning, which is the core of the ancient volcano in this area, which is obviously formed a lot of this coastline, a lot of these mountains, a lot of these hills. So it's just spectacular to look at, especially from this height, this altitude. Now I've got these whales here ahead of me below. There's one, there's two, there's three. I can see three at the moment. There were six at one stage, but three have buggered off somewhere. All right, well, I'll leave you guys alone because I've pestered you enough. Now I'm about probably 300 metres offshore at the moment, but like I said, I've got plenty of altitude if I need to get back to the beach in a hurry. Now ahead of me here's one of the other whales directly in front of me, and let's have a look. He looks like he's having a bit of a play. Yeah, look at that. That's magnificent. Now obviously with the GoPro it's not going to be the best to the Fusion to pick it up way down there, but yeah, what a beautiful creature they are. Look at that. Now you can see the shadow down, not the shadow, the silhouette of the big fish. All right, let's go back south. So we're heading back south and back towards Takeoff, and then further south past Cabarita, down past Hastings, and along the beaches of North New South Wales, which is God's gift to Paramotor flying for sure. Now check out the shadow there of the passenger jet as it goes into Coolangatta. So note to self, don't go too high in this neck of the woods. Now in the far distance ahead of me here I've got a big fire that's giving me a great indicator of the wind direction. Heading south now, gone past Cabarita, Hastings, gone past Pottsville. Look, better not go too close to a few poofters and faggots down here, sunbaking nude. Don't want to go anywhere near that for obvious reasons. Land and impale myself. So wrong. Got a couple of nude couple below me there. Better be careful, don't get too close to them. Actually, at least it was a girl and guy this time. So I've got a little bit of a tailwind here, certainly. It's fairly cross, but it's certainly just slightly over my left shoulder. Got to be careful here. I think if I had to put it down in a hurry, selfie stick is wedged in under my arse, so it might get a little bit exciting if I have to plough in here. Now this is my very first beach flying with the AirconCeption and the Ramaflex butterfly here above me. She's by Airdesign, the wing, and you can just tell it's just a beautiful looking wing. When I seen it, I took steps to try and get one because did I need another wing? Not at all. I certainly had enough wings, but yeah, just this beautiful looking wing, and especially with this 360 degree video, I'm able to get some pretty unique imagery, especially when I'm heading along the coast here directly into the sun, providing nice colours. And I think that's one of the features of this glider, before I even get to how it performs, is the colours. They complement one another, the symmetry of the colours, and of course the other thing is the design is on the bottom as well as the top, and most gliders of course have got it on just the top. Now this glider, I'm actually really happy with the performance of it. Look, it is a bigger glider. It's sort of it's semi-reflex. It's not full reflex. I do have a 20 metre snake and a 23 metre free wide, which are both good wings on their own. But this glider's for me more about boating around. I mean, I'm surprised though. It has got some decent speed in it. I'll see how I go when I turn around into this slight headwind. But I've got the wind behind me at the moment. But even in still air, I found that the speed is quite effective on the glider, even though it's only semi-reflex. And I shouldn't say only semi-reflex because that's no drama at all. It's a fun glider to fly. I think it's marketed at the beginner to intermediate, which is a wide range of pilots out there, I'm sure. Certainly a nice slow trip back. I just overnight I've shortened these brakes and the tip steering. Yeah, it's perfect now. Perfect length. As soon as I pull down, the brakes are slightly engaged. So with the weight of my arms, I'm looking at about just a little bit less than mid-sync. Hello, how you going? A couple of people over there. What I'm used to with both the snake and also the free ride, the other gliders, the 20 metre and 23, is the tip steering, the 2D tip steering. Well, this glider doesn't have 2D tip steering. It's still got more the traditional paraglider brakes, but it's also got a separate tip steering toggle, which I think really well designed. The actual toggle itself pulls back up with the wind speed on the line, and then there's a magnet on the tip steering toggle which snaps it in place when you're not needing it. Now with my type of flying, I definitely will be using the tip steering toggle pretty much most of the time as I'm just cruising along. I don't do a lot of throwing the glider around or anything like that. Sorry folks, I am creating a bit of noise because I'm pretty slow heading back north, but that's alright. So I just stowed those toggles. Everyone's having a wave. G'day folks. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Everyone's happy. Whenever anyone's waving at you from the Paramotor, there you go, there's some more down there. Hey folks, how you going? Good to see. Now I've been flying for what, an hour and a half now. I've got about another 10-15 minutes, so it'll be close to that hour 45, 2 hour mark. All right, a few more people down here now than I come through an hour ago. There you go, keep waving. Hello everyone. Now I've just come from a high hang point system, so this is my first, apart from the demo flights that I had on demo unit, this is my first Paramotor with a Swannex, and I've got to say, yeah, I'm a fan. I am a fan. I'm enjoying it. The mid-hang point or Swannex, they go well. They go very well. Now since getting into the 360 cameras, this is the view that I love the most. This third-person flying camera view, which I've got going here at the moment, where you can see the whole glider. So I've just got a little bit of ridge lift, not a lot, just a few shrubbery and small dunes here. Certainly can give me a little bit of lift. Got a little bit of mid sync on, and what am I going here at? Just over 5,000 RPM. So I've certainly got some ridge lifts. Now we're into springtime here. And this is traditionally pretty good flying conditions for us. Nice light sea breezes like today. Now down there below me I've got some horses. I've got 1, 2, 3 horses. Now I've just climbed up. I'll just try and make sure that my throttle control is quite linear, not up and down, because I know that can startle the horses. That's the last thing I want to do. As I just head back north here towards Cabarita Headland there, you can see it in the distance. Okay, I can let back off the power now. I've cleared them. Those horses don't look like they're too startled or... Now I've just briefly touched on this motor, the Nitro 200 with the 3-blade prop. I want to go through a whole heap of thoughts and experiences and whatnot in coming videos certainly, but right now 6 hours into the life of this motor, I've got to say it's fantastic. Now I've come from a heavier motor, and I'll cover this in future video, but I've come from a heavier motor, and this is certainly incredible. The enjoyment that having a lighter motor goes. This is 20.63 kilos with a battery with an electric start option, so it just makes flying that much better. Now at the fly-in, I did do a downwind landing, and I come in really fast, misjudged the wind direction, or it didn't switch, or it switched when I was coming to land, pilot error. And I think the only way that I got away with not ploughing in and hammering in and hurting myself and damaging my equipment is because I had a lightweight paramotor. And certainly this Nitro, AirconCeption are known in the industry now. They've been around for a little while now. It's known for lightweight paramotors, and certainly this paramotor here, as I said, it's only early in the piece. I need to fly it for a few more hours, just get used to the nuances of this motor, and before I can really say whether it's if there's any gremlins or whatever. But so far it's been really good. And the other big thing for me, coming from someone with a pull start, was the electric start. It's just been a dream. The electric start has been fair income a dream, so I've really enjoyed that. But there'll be more to talk about the motor in future video. I've got Cabarita Headland here below me. Now I'd like to go down low, but look, it's just not worth it. On the other side of Cabarita Headland, you'll see as I go around here in a moment. There we go, someone's waving at me. G'day mate, how you going? I don't want to go too low, because when I get to this north side of the headland, I'd have to be landing in amongst a lot of people. I certainly have got a landing option, but it would be in amongst a lot of people, and that's certainly not ideal. I'm now on the right side as far as the wind goes, so there's the wind is coming from my right, blowing up the headland here, and there's actually a little ridge over here that in a stronger wind you could certainly ridge saw. It's only about 100 metres long though, so it's not big, but I won't go there. I'll stay just offshore over the people, but there's 100 people or so, a couple hundred people here in the swimming flags. I don't want to obviously go over the top of those people. So I'm just only about 400 or 500 metres from where I took off. I've been flying now for 1 hour 36. So I'll just do a little bit of a float up here further north and then come back and land. I'll give everyone a wave there. Hey folks. Okay, so the wind looks like it's strengthened somewhat, but it's not wide capping or anything like that, so it's the landing should be okay. So I'm just going to stay in the air for about another 10 minutes. So I'll sign off. I'll put all this camera equipment away. So hopefully you found that moderately enjoyable. I've certainly enjoyed flying and filming, as I always do, and I try and fly and film most of my flights. I'll just give this lady a wave down here. Hello, how you going? And I'm back here where I took off. I'm going to go up here, have a bit of fun, and I'll see you next flight. See you later.